Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Thomas Lord Cromwell, and today we get to hear from Bagot in Act 1, Scene 3. Now, what we've learned so far in this play, in the first couple of scenes that we've seen, we've learned about the Cromwell family, that the younger Cromwell and his father don't necessarily see eye to eye because the younger Cromwell likes to study and the elder Cromwell is all about work and like manual labor type stuff. So Thomas was very excited when he was offered a position as a secretary to like a merchant's guild in Antwerp. So he has taken that position and left home to go do that. And his dad was like, good on you, kid. We're going to change your room into something else. So Act 1, Scene 3, we get to meet Bagot, who is a debt broker. And he comes in and he kicks off the scene saying, I hope this day is fatal unto some, and by their loss must Bagot seek to gain. This is the lodging of Master Friscobal, a liberal merchant and a Florentine, to whom Bannister owes £1,000, a merchant bankrupt, whose father was my master. What do I care for pity or regard? He once was wealthy, but he now is fallen, and this morning have I got him arrested at the suit of Master Friscobal, and by this means shall I be sure of coin, for doing this same good to him unknown, and in good time see where the merchant comes. Good morrow to kind Master Friscobal. So first things first, Friscobal is also sometimes called Frescobald or Friscobald or Friskyball. There's a bunch of different spellings of this name across the different versions of this play. So we're just going to go with Friscobal because that's what's in this particular version. So what Bagot is saying is he wants to make some money today. He knows that this guy named Bannister, who comes from a family that used to be wealthy but is now having some financial problems. He knows that Bannister borrowed £1,000 from Friscobal and has not been able to pay it back. So he's like, you know what? Me as a debt broker, I'm going to step in here. I've had Bannister arrested. I'm going to bring him over to Friscobal's place and I'm going to collect my reward for taking care of this whole debt collection business for him. So Friscobal comes out at the very end and he's like, good morning, Friscobal. And Friscobal's like, oh, Bagot, what are you doing here? And he's like, oh, well, I have maybe some good news for you. I've arrested Bannister on your behalf because I know he owes you money. And Friscobal is like, what? Like, he fell on bad times. Why did you arrest him? And Bagot's like, yeah, no, that's a front. He's been running around spending money on other things and then saying that he doesn't have the money to pay you back with, but he does. He's just not spending his money like correctly. And Friscobal's like, that doesn't really sound like him. That sounds a little weird. So then Bagot is like, well, here he comes. And Bannister and his wife are brought in by a couple of officers. And Bagot's like, look, see, you owe him this money and you didn't pay it, so you're arrested now. And Bannister is like, please take mercy on us. Like, we don't have money to be able to pay you back right now. And Mistress Bannister jumps in too. She's like, please show us some leniency here. This is, if we're arrested, then we're completely undone. We've got nothing. And Friscobal is like, well, but I've heard that you have the stuff to pay me back with, but you're just not paying me back. And Mistress Bannister is going to plead her case in a monologue tomorrow. So I will see you then for that. Mwah.